The Four Seasons actress tied the knot with fellow actor Kyle Selig back in May 2023, after meeting in the Broadway production of Mean Girls, the musical. But 2 years after their idos, her favorite wedding memory has nothing to do with her white, sleek gown or their buffet of mini desserts. It was the events that occurred after they left the party. It's going to sound terrible, because it's going to leave all my friends and family out, but my favorite thing is at the very end of the night, Henningsen tells People. We ordered pizza, got a bottle of champagne and we turned the bath on, because my feet were killing me. She continues, we just sat and soaked our feet because we had been dancing all night. We shoveled pizza in our faces and got so champagne tipsy, and had terrible hangovers the next day. And we just talked about the day. It was so nice to sit there, resting our aching feet and saying, remember when this thing happened? Or you weren't there for this, but. The actress goes on to say that specific moment is reflective of why their relationship flourishes. To me, that's kind of indicative of what I like about our marriage and any good marriage, the thing that happens when nobody's around. A People reported exclusively at the time Henningsen and Selig, who originated the roles of Katie Heron and Aaron Samuels in the Broadway production of Mean Girls, tied the knot on May 22, 2023 at the Bowery Hotel in New York City. Their chic Manhattan wedding welcomed about 130 wedding guests, including many from the theatrical community. The musical duo are currently both back on the boards, 5 years after Mean Girls closed. It's a thrilling thing to be a part of the Broadway season at the exact same time again, Henningsen tells People. Henningsen, 32, is in Alex Timber's Just in Time, the musical now open at Circle in the Square Theater about the life of legendary singer Bobby Darin. Starring alongside Tony winner Jonathan Groff, she plays Darin's sun-kissed lover, Sandra Dee. Meanwhile, Selig, 32, is part of the all-star cast in Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends, a tribute to the late Stephen Sondheim. The production, led by Bernadette Peters and Lisa Algona, is in performances at the Samuel J. Friedman Theatre through June 29. Direction is by Matthew Bourne and Julia Mackenzie. Both shows are dreams come true for Henningsen and Selig. He's doing a show with Bernadette Peters. I don't think Jonathan would be offended by this, but Jonathan's kind of my Bernadette Peters, the actress says of her co-star Groff. I just listened to him over and over and over the way girlies were listening to Sunday in the Park with George. I was listening to the Spring Awakening cast album. I think he would enjoy that comparison because he's a curly-haired diva in his own way. Just in Time and Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends are playing just 3 blocks from one another, which makes it extra nice for Henningsen and Selig. We'll take trips into work together, grab lunch on 2 show days. We even have our little post-show drink area, she says. They've also been spending plenty of time with one another's castmates. There are people in his show who are like salt of the earth, bread and butter Broadway people, who we have known from afar, and people in my show who we've gotten to build this bond with, Henningsen says. And that's one of the best things about working in the same field, the community you form together. Getting to be part of his cast and having him hang with my cast is really special. As for Just in Time, Henningsen was tickled to find that their wedding song That's All, originally sung by Nat King Cole but famously covered by Darin in 1959, is featured heavily in the show. I did not know that, she says. When I auditioned, I had no idea. I had read my sides. I had not gotten the whole script. It's an incredible song, she adds, and it's featured in our show twice, in very different ways. I screamed when I got to that part. I said, Kyle, our wedding song's in that show. Which feels like fun kismet. Ultimately, Henningsen believes she has found her own Bobby through Selig. It's very bizarre, she says. He's supportive in the same way Bobby was to Sandra Lee, and we really both understand each other as performers only can. I haven't talked about it in tandem when talking about the show, but I feel very lucky. He's my dream lover, she gushes.